Hello everybody, how are we doing then? What's going on? How's the stream doing? We've got 20 people waiting while we kick off. That's one thing, isn't it? So, today I thought we'd do some Origins, just chilling about. Doing what we do best, which is talk shit. And you know, at the same time I realised that I haven't really engaged much community discussion regarding Odyssey. Where we've sat down and had a nice chat with just the mandem. I guess that's something. So that's sort of what I'm thinking. Just sit down and have a little bit of a nice chat about Odyssey. We get a bit of your thoughts in, get a bit of mine, back and forth conversation, you know, where we have a bit of a, we entertain the debate from both perspectives. And Jesus Christ, I forget this game lags. Yeah. You know, it never used to lag like this, and now it lags like this like mad. I wonder why. I reckon Ubisoft, in one of their updates, probably in one of the DLCs, they released some higher texture things, and now it's a bit fucking with me. Hey, I'm still your microphone. You what? Take names, kick ass. Take ass and kick names. Alright. Which edition of Odysseys? Oh. Which edition of Odyssey am I going to get? Depends on whether or not Ubisoft give me a review code or whether or not I just buy the standard edition. Because typically it tends to be a specific edition when they give the games off. So, Fizhy, fight me. Okay. Hi, I'm new to the channel and I love your videos. Well, thank you very much. Hello everyone, hello Levi. So, if everybody could share the stream, let's get this out there to as many people as possible. We're going to be sitting here having a good time. So, I just want to know right off the bat, what are your thoughts on Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I'm not going to press you into saying it's good or bad, or in your opinion, because I believe that everybody should have their own opinions. So, what do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? Good, bad, indifferent? Do you think Odyssey is going to be based on ancient Greek book? Or what, the Odyssey? No, I don't think it is. I think that's why it's called Odyssey, because Odyssey is an ancient... The Odyssey is an ancient Greek book, isn't it? I believe that's why it is called Odyssey, not why the game's called Odyssey. It's obvious... Well, obviously it is, sorry. But that's not the kind... It won't be based on it. Like, Odyssey, it just sounds Greek, doesn't it? Right, I wonder why this is actually doing this fucking tomfoolery. It's an unplayable frame rate, frankly, and I have no idea why it's doing it, because it shouldn't be at all. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Cancel this for a second. I have an idea. Options, window mode, windowed. Let's bring it down a bit to this. I find it that these things do sort of might help. You never know. It might. We'll have to wait and see. No, it didn't. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. What a failure. Congratulations. The game is just laggy. It's just how it is. My game never lags. Well, you don't stream it, do you? I'll assume. And I'll also assume you don't play it on PC. Hey man, if you can't get Pegasus and mount in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, what's the point? I reckon you'll be able to be honest with you. I reckon that'll be a thing. So what's over here? Hold on. It's unfinished. The characters feel like robots. Bonanza robot. I haven't played this game in a while. I've lost my skill. For some reason my computer likes to forget that it's actually got an i7 processor whenever I fucking stream. Doesn't I have haters? You're too funny. I love you. Well, see, that's the thing about haters. Everybody has them. Not really exclusive to me, or, you know, it's not like I'm going to be able to avoid them. Lion Man. This is actually worse than it usually is. Hold on a second. What if I quickly close Origins? Come on, let me do this. Well, if I quickly close Origins, because it is unplayable, we can't play with that frame rate, and quickly fire it back up. How do you feel about Odyssey? Well, personally, I'm not entirely sure. There are good There are good looking bits about it, and then there are bits that don't look very good at all. Big black fat cock. Fizhy, would you rather eat a piss chicken nugget or a shit pickle? No. I would rather not, if that's okay with you. You must watch out for mythical creatures, though. That's true. Keep your eye out for those mythical creatures. Who plays Alexios or Cassandra? I will play as Jesus. No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really considered which character I'll play as. How are you feeling? Quite average. Will Sean and Rebecca be in the modern day with Layla? You'd imagine so, wouldn't you? Like, considering that that Rebecca was hinted at in Origins, I'd imagine that Rebecca will now be in Odyssey if we're continuing Layla's story. Fizhy, do you want a new Splinter Cell? I've never really been much of Splinter Cell, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I guess you could say that I've never really been a fan of Splinter Cell, right? That's one way to put it. Doesn't mean I can't appreciate it, it just means I haven't been a fan of it. Hey man, you have up to the subs and views, well done. I want to know why this game chooses to fucking lag every single time. Let me have a look, see how much processing power is being used. That's one thing. Performance. CPU's at 58%. Memory's at 11.3 out of 15.9. Disk C is at 3%. Disk 1's at 0. Disk 2's at 0. GPU is at 62. No, it's 36. Yeah, it should be fine. There is no reason why it should be bottlenecking. Like, what is holding it back? That's my... Oh, hold on a second. Oh, what if I cap the getting... Now, this might do it. See this? Now we can cap the frame rate to... that. That should now be applied, right? Yeah. Right, okay. That might do it. You never know. Are you fucking kidding me? So what it's telling me is it's nothing to do with my performance at all. It's lagging because it feels like it. Who's this man? What's he doing here? How did I... What? Okay, what the fuck? Gotta love when a game lags because it feels like it. Would you want Bishop to be killed off? Yeah. I would love Bishop to be killed, but nah, I don't care. As long as Bishop's in it, like, you see, Bishop only represented the problem with Syndicate in Unity. Bishop was the character there, so you can funnel your anger at Bishop, be like, this is shit, why the fuck's Bishop here? It's like, but Bishop isn't bad. I'm not going to anything necessarily against Bishop, just the structure of those games modern days. So if Bishop's in the next Assassin's Creed, and the modern day isn't shit, I'll say Odyssey for example, the modern day isn't shit, I ain't going to complain. What's this image of the day? Oh look, it's more, they're still on with the artwork. Image of the day, people. What GPU do you have? Nvidia GTX 1060 with 6GB, of which about 2,000 odd megabytes is being used currently. So I don't understand what's going on. It's the most unexplainable lag, and I get it in every single fucking game, especially Origins. Would you be happy if there's multiplayer in Odyssey? Be happy if there wasn't any fucking lag. That would be great. Did you read the comic with Desmond's son? If so, tell what happened. I didn't, because I've never cared about comics in Assassin's Creed. You see, to me, Assassin's Creed's always been a game franchise, and so I've only ever really cared about the games. Might seem a bit bleak, but it's kind of how it is. Is your cat proper hard? Yeah. Flatty the man knocked him out. So, Really? Fucking really? We're capped at 30 frames. We've got VSync on. We've had to scale down the resolution, put it in window mode. It's because I'm streaming it, isn't it? It just doesn't like that. And buy a console. I've got a fucking PlayStation over there. I just had Origins on here before that. Didn't think I'd need to... And at the same time, my PC should be able to do this without having these lag issues. So the reason why it is completely baffling. Maybe the streaming program is exasperating the performance. Maybe. See what we can... See if there's anything we can do here. Oh, I'd imagine... If... Right, okay, I'm going to remove all the things that are currently not being used in this part here. That might actually help. We'll have to wait and see. Watch it not do anything, because that won't be nice. Right, okay, now let's go. As if that had no effect. Kill a goat. Goats need to die. We need... Yeah. Take my anger out on a goat. A nice goat. Yeah, 3 dead goats. Won't be going under any fucking bridges anytime soon, that's for sure. Trolls will have a lovely day. Listen to Eminem. Can't say that I do. I like to think that that's not the music that I like. Can you adopt me? Buy a GTX 1080. There's no point. I don't have a 4K display. It will literally play games the exact same as this does. And also, for some reason, I need to understand why this is causing issues when there's no issues to be had. What could possibly be causing the issues here? There's nothing that could be causing these issues. Just make sure everything that isn't necessary is shut. It's kind of why I bought an i7 processor, really. Gonna do a face reveal, sure. It's okay if they haven't been created, still just what music do you like? I don't fucking know, mate. Please go to the vault and see you. No. I recently finished The Witcher 3 and I loved it. I got a good ending too. Good stuff. I mean, using a piece of Eden doesn't make you a Templar or Assassin. No, not quite. Did you enjoy Detroit Become Human? Yeah, Detroit Become Human was good fun. Just make an Assassin's Creed 5 and everything after should not be canon. Please fight a god to defeat Al-Mualim. Ideologies existed, but you didn't know about them. Origins is great, but it can become a huge grind. Yeah. You know what is a grind as well, dealing with this. Yo, do you... Fizhy to do the heavy axe combo, question mark. You what now? A Ryzen processor are better off for streaming than an i7. Yeah, but even still, it doesn't appear to be anything to do with that. Because the CPU is at 50% steadily. So it's not encumbering the CPU at all. I just play this on your PlayStation. I don't have it for my PlayStation. I'm not going to buy it again just to download it on my PlayStation, which would take hours, by the way. And then just play it there. Not tonight, anyway. I'll get it on PlayStation, because this is unplayable. But... yeah. Have you played Shadow of War? I have. I think it's an average game. Going on bad, as opposed to going on good. I'd say it's average. Shadow of Mordor was fucking great, but Shadow of War brought nothing to the table. I'm getting on your ting and I'm off. Goodbye. Why did he not complete all locations? Because I couldn't care enough to do that. If you get it on PS4, get it on disc. Yeah, I will do, which is why I won't be able to get it and then continue the stream today. So might as well just stick through this for now and hope that it chills the fuck out. Because do you have Netflix? Yes, I do, but there's nothing good on Netflix, so I might have to, you know, stop using it. Xbox or PlayStation? Honestly, PlayStation. I mean, last generation, if you ask that question, it would be completely different, but PlayStation just has actual good exclusives. Everything that's released exclusively to Xbox these days is just pure shit. Oh, mate, besides from Halo, except that Halo 5 Guardians wasn't exactly shiny, and it's magic. Where's Origins combat ranked at? It's the best combat Assassin's Creed seen in my opinion. You want to know why? Because it actually challenges you and makes you think, as opposed to mindlessly button mashing. And that is something I can respect. And it's not tedious. So, gonna stream Spider-Man PS4? Yeah, I hope so. Let's do some photo mode things. It lags in fucking photo mode. Are you serious? Let's get a nice shot. See this? See this epic shot that we've got? Right. I need to get that horse's face in it. It doesn't look very nice. Okay, maybe turn the exposure. Maybe the saturation needs to come down as opposed to go up. Temperature, exposure, noise, saturation. I never lag. Well, you don't stream it, do you? Did you enjoy a laser stream earlier? What, the Kill Corner Club thing? Yeah, I saw a bit of it. Both those, man. I pre-ordered Odyssey on Steam, so will it still let me get early access? Probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there is any early access for Assassin's Creed games. How far are you into God of War? No idea. Imagine if Layla was Desmond's son's mother. That is still a piece of animus magic. Yeah, indeed. Are you hyped for Red Dead 2? Not that hard. I don't know what's going on in the chat now. Why was the leap of faith explained in Origins as something in Medjay did, but if they knew it would be an Odyssey? It's not quite an Odyssey, is it? So it's there again. Wait, is it? I saw a video of somebody doing like a dive and then the protagonist did a front flip and then landed on the ground. But I didn't see any leap of faith anywhere. Maybe they did. Maybe they'll explain it as a bit of probably like merging the memories of Bayek to sort of fill in the blanks here in this setting. Something dumb like that. Yeah, I'll do that. What's your favourite gear pack? Gear pack? You mean the ones that... Oh, actually, I do have an answer for that. I do have an answer for that. It's the one that gives you the fucking fish. The wacky pack. That's the only one that I actually ever bought, because I thought that one was just funny. Wasting my money on gear packs so you don't have to. So Juno was cucked in comics, right? That's correct. No more Juno. She got cucked in comics. I'm gonna hide in here. It's where I belong. If I'm still getting lag in these places, it means it's nothing to do with anything. It's just lagging for the sake of it, because there's literally nothing in here. Any game should be able to handle this without, well, any console, well, sorry, not console, any computer would be able to handle this. Fuck all going on. When do you think Assassin's Creed will end? Obviously when Ubisoft inevitably, well, not inevitably, if Ubisoft ever went bankrupt, then. Because I don't think there's a game developer alive who'd want to take up the challenge of making an Assassin's Creed game after Ubisoft went. I don't think there's a game developer alive who, besides from Ubisoft, who probably even likes Assassin's Creed. But you know what? Oh, this is a nice shot, isn't it? I like the blurry effect, but at the same time I like the focus on this. Saturated to no end. Tint it. Temperature. Vignette in. Exposure. I like that. That's a nice shot. What costume are we wearing? The Hidden One outfit from the first DLC. The Hidden Ones. That's a nice little screenshot, isn't it? So, I'm hoping for a return to Bayek in Rome next year. Nah, if they're not going to do a sequel directly after, there's a good chance they won't at all. They had a clean slate, a perfect character, Bayek, and they just throw it all away and we're back to square one, lol. That's more or less exactly what's happened. Unfortunately. Well, I'm playing it too now. I don't understand why they've done it like that, but they have. What do you mean? Too many hyenas doing mad things. Nah, you see what ruins these shots? The effect on the fucking sword. All these effects, they ruin the shots. That's the thing. Nobody needs those effects. They don't do a nice thing for us. My PP had for you, Daddy. Fishy is your cat and nonce. Easter eggs, indeed. Are you upset that you can't use a hidden blade in Assassin's Creed Odyssey? No, in fact, it makes sense that you don't have a hidden blade in Odyssey. I don't think they should be going that far back after doing the origin story. They should go, oh, here's the origin story. Now here's us going further back. Hey. No, they shouldn't be doing that at all. Even though, obviously, Assassin's Creed Origins was... It's more likely that Assassin's Creed Origins is poorly titled than they thought. Here's the origin story, let's go further back. But, you know, I don't think they should be doing that. I think that that's an absurd idea. Because it's completely undermining the point in Origins being called Origins. And I feel as if it's just not a good time, is it really? Don't turn them off. Fucking answer on my question, for God's sake. Would you rather play AC3 or Minecraft? Probably Minecraft, because I'll know exactly what I'm getting with that consistent experience. At this point, I just want an Assassin's Creed which has buildings worthy of climbing, unlike 3, 4, Liberation and Rogue. Yeah, I guess I'd like to see more compact cities again. That would be something cool. But I'd like to have an open world that isn't just buildings as well. I feel as if that was something that I really appreciate about Origins. I beg that they do not touch the Assassin's Creed story in Odyssey. They will, because the modern day. I hope it's just a filler and it's just to keep us entertained for a bit. They work on something else. What would be the point in putting all their work into something just as filler? Like, you need to ask this question. If they put enough work into it to make it a AAA title, then that's a lot of work and a lot of money into a game that's not going to be just filler. it might wind up just being filler as far as content's concerned, but it doesn't mean that the next game's going to be super damn grand. You having a piss? What a mad guy. Shank him up. Right, cool. Tactical slash aborted. Fishy, do you have any mac and cheese left? And not, well, actually yes, but I'm not eating it right now. Shank the boy. This was where Bayek got mugged off, wasn't it? This came out here. And Bayek got the shit knocked out of him. Wow, I remember. Also, it's nice colours, isn't it? I like the lighting, it's always nice. Try your luck with a Hecker chest. Nah. Nah, dirty. I feel dirty about Hecker chests. Can't wait for sorry for Ash's next game, not Aya. Ashraf Ismail's next game. Yeah, I can't wait for Ashraf Ismail's next game as well, because we all know that regardless of the quality of whatever comes before that, Ashraf Ismail, you can trust him to come and save the day. Except I worry that by that point, Assassin's Creed will be too far gone for any of us to even care whether or not it's Ashraf Ismail making the game. Depends on how well they actually make Odyssey, you know. I feel as if a lot depends on Odyssey. You know, even when Origins was good, I said you can't rely Assassin's Creed's comeback on one solid game. Right, you've got to make consistent solid games. Origins, fair enough. A really good game. Not without its flaws, but a brilliant comeback for the franchise. And if you can't follow that up with more quality consistency, then you're just showing that the franchise is hit and miss, which is what everybody takes issue with anyway. Fishy, want some Assassin's Creed spaghetti? I'm good. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new. I bet your mum knocks everyone out when she's at the pub. You know, she fucking does as well, because my mum is a bad man. And that's it. Are you hyped for Despacito 2? Oh, fucking kill yourself. No, sure. Sorry, I don't find the Despacito 2 memes particularly funny. Ethan, how you is? Pretty standard. You were hulking AC Unity, you could jump like a fucking kangaroo. I know, it was weird that. I actually did have a glitch in Assassin's Creed Unity where I jumped at a building. Arno, for some reason, did the fucking vault motion and went over the building. He didn't touch it at all, he just went over the building doing a vault motion. You know, where he sort of like... It's not like the vault... You know the vault motion in Unity where you go up to a fence and you sort of just like... He just sort of like scuffles over it. It was like, what? You know, like he does with the fences. I was really confused. I also got trapped behind a door in Unity, and I mean, you can jump over a I find it really funny when that happens. It's like, you know what? He can unlock a door, he can open it, he can kill people, he can jump over buildings, but he gets stomped at shutting the fucking thing. Yeah, Assassin's Creed in Australia. I feel as if that would be random. Australia, I don't know. I can't ever see an Assassin's Creed game going to Australia in any variety, if I'm honest with you. Not for a AAA title, anyway. Maybe in the modern day they could have a sub-story in Australia somewhere. That would be pretty cool. Just adds more variety to where it goes. But not much. I don't see it happening historically speaking. Boy, get back the fuck here. I'm going to stab you with this thing. Yep, see? I want Assassin's Creed to stop for the next 3 years. I want Assassin's Creed to stop. I don't. I like Assassin's Creed still being around. I just want it to, you know, put in some, you know, actually seem worth the money I'm going to pay for it. The game is what's laggy. I bet you that is a proper weed smoker, am I right? Not quite. They must go back to Italy with the Roman Empire. I'm sure they will. Bowling, hair tastes good and good live stream, my guy. Cool. I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey will be more smooth than all Assassin's Creed because Origins also had some laggy feeling. Yeah, I kind of understand what you mean. No, I feel as if anything, the performance is going to be worse. Because what I've learned about companies, especially, say, companies like Ubisoft, is they'll get a very good title that they've worked super hard on. They've tried not to slip up because of because of people's criticisms. And then when they get out of the doghouse, if you will, out of the kennel, out of a bit of bother, they'll get lazy again. And suddenly poor optimization will be back. All that wonderful stuff. Assassin's Creed makes no sense no more. What's your favourite music artist? Oh, don't know. Cassandra should have been the only character. Yeah, I agree. Because if Cassandra's canon, right, Cassandra's the canon character here. So why the fuck does Alexios exist? And no, it's not a good excuse to go, Layla's animus is special. Or what was the other one? The explanation of the DNA is so old that the animus has to fill in the blanks a little bit, and it's hard to tell whether or not the protagonist is male or female. They seem to not have a problem with fucking Bayek, and that wasn't much sooner, was it? Also, it's not quite how the animus works, is it? I want to commit suicide. Let's hope the PC version isn't absolute shite. It's like, the DNA was so damaged that they couldn't tell whether or not the protagonist was male or female. Mate, they've gotten bones from thousands and thousands of years ago and analysed the DNA left behind in that to find out that it belonged to a male or female. And more specific details were given even still. You're telling me that the animus can't figure that out? Fishy Champman and yesterday, what a lad. Yeah, I'm sure you appreciated that one. You eat potato skeet, cool. You can go full RPG in Assassin's Creed. Right RPG route is Origins. Dumb Animus. Desmond. That name freaks me out. Yeah. I find it... I mean, initially speaking, I was like, you can get a cool name for this guy. It's called fucking Desmond. But at the same time, I can appreciate that they called him Desmond as opposed to something else. Because it was just emphasis on the fact that Desmond was just an ordinary guy. Right? He was nobody special. It didn't have to have some awesome name, like Kenneth. It was just Desmond. It's just Desmond. Opinion on Lasers mocking your channel in his latest podcast. I don't think he was mocking my channel at all. And if he was, I didn't see it and I don't care anyway. Classic Luke with this drama. What is this drama about? What do you mean, Mohammed? What's happened? Tell me so I can laugh. Give me a game and I'll find a joke on that game. I think I'll give that a miss. Do you consider Odyssey an Assassin's Creed game or just an RPG game? Because it doesn't add up to the Assassin's story. It might not, but it's still in the Assassin's Creed universe, so... And at the same time, there's the modern day to consider as well, so in my mind, it could still very well be an Assassin's Creed game. Might not be recognisable on the surface as one, by fundamental changes and things, but if it still follows that story a little bit, then I guess it still is. But then again, lasers are triggered that Fizhy will inevitably surpass him in sub count. No, I think that's just a joke. I mean, we all know that even if that does happen, there'll be no hard feelings, because I personally don't think it will. I think James's channel is going to kick off any second now, and I'm going to be left in the dust again. But you never know. I don't think he's mad about it. And if he is, then I don't really care. Don't you miss my jokes after 2 months? No, not really. I don't Odyssey. Forensic scientists can determine gender by bone structure. DNA too. Well, probably. XXXY, I don't know. Works with Bayek if it's only 400 years before that, 300 years before that, if even. Might as well work with them too. This is such a stuck-up rich boy who gets his mum to buy him everything. He really isn't. He's not stuck-up rich at all. I've seen James's house where he was raised. I've literally stood outside it. It's not the biggest house going. And also, from what I've been told about James and what James has told me, he had to buy a lot of stuff for himself as far as games are concerned. As far as luxuries are concerned, like games and things, he bought for himself. You know, he did have a, you know, he's just an average guy. He's not a stuck-up rich guy at all. And everything that he has made now, he's made for himself. Why not just use your mount? Because I want to run around. I want to have a good time. We have nothing to do, so we might as well just run around and fuck hyenas up. Fizhy, you're roasting. Are you roasting lasers? Actually, my chat is roasting lasers, and I'm trying to defend the guy. I don't understand how that's me roasting him, but Jesus. I didn't realise so many people about it didn't like James. Like, James is a fine guy. Obviously, he has an exaggerated personality, and a lot of people don't like him for that. But I didn't realise that it was that many people that disliked him. Well, obviously I did. I just didn't realise they watched me. Begins to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Do you have the Unicamel? Boy, do I have the Unicamel. Here we are. Is Dave small or big? He's big. I'm telling you to do something. Oh, Jesus Christ. All roast lasers. Oh, fuck. I fell into the water. Oh, my cannel's so flamboyant, though. Imagine somebody riding into, like, a pride parade on the fucking back of this, though. He doesn't call himself that. He calls himself James. Yeah, of course, I know that much. Because he's James. I call him James. Because I know him. I know him as James. So, James calls himself James because he hates his username. I don't think it's a particularly bad username. I don't understand why he doesn't like his username. But, James. Lasers. You should make a YouTube, sure. That thing is amazing. Laser seems like a good guy. I think he went extreme quitting Assassin's Creed. No, I think that's within his rights. If he didn't want to make content on Assassin's Creed, unless he really felt like it on the off occasion, that's his choice. I can respect that. I personally didn't make the same choice, and that's about it. If lasers roast fishy, does that mean fishy will be fried fish? Yep. No, actually it doesn't, because roasting and frying are different things, aren't they? So, there you go. Your camel is fucking gay, boy. I know. Leave him alone. If he wants to be gay, he can be fucking gay. Right, he's a camel. But Big Boy Fishy stock with roots and is going to surpass all of them. Oh, stuck with my roots. I guess you could say that. I just looked out the window and there's a guy walking a bull terrier. The ugliest fucking looking dog I think I've ever seen. If you know what if you don't know what a bull terrier is, it's that white one with the funny like crescent shaped face. Nah, they're fine. It's just funny. What do you make of the sexual assault charges made against James? I don't believe you. Bayek needs a sequel. I think we all agree. He's not going to get one though, is he? I'm alright with Laser most of the time. He can come across as a self-absorbed sometimes, but I think that's just his humour. You're exactly right there. That is James has something that I like to call an exaggerated personality when it comes to making content, because it's part of comedy. It's part of his humour, right? That is his humour. If people can't get that, that's honestly their problem. Like, if you ever had a, you know, like a down-to-earth conversation with James, I think you could get a lot of, you'd find a lot, anybody in the community could find a lot of common ground. He's not Satan. I think people need to understand that. And he ain't that scary of a guy either. I mean, he's a silly boy. That's about it. Yes, Rage Killer, I am. My uncle is getting it. Yes, Rachel, I am. My uncle is getting it because he works for Rockstar. Right, cool. Fish, is a camel gay or lesbian? Genderless alien. I think Bayek was the best assassin since Shay. Since Shay? Mate, when James is broke, he makes an Assassin's Creed video and watch all that revenue sink into his endless pockets. Believe it or not, making a single Assassin's Creed video doesn't make you very much money. Because me and James get similar views on Assassin's Creed videos now. And checking the stats of one video doesn't get me very much money, to be fair. It gets me a bit, I'll give you that, but it wouldn't be enough to pass over. James talks a lot of sense in some of his videos about Ubisoft. That's because what he's saying is, to a degree, correct. I mean, obviously, you've got to give credit where it's due with Ubisoft as well. They're not jazz-handed evil bit monsters out to get your money and not give you an experience worthwhile. They are trying to do that, but at the same time, they are a company trying to make money. So there are two sides to it. The developers want to make the best games they can. Let's get that out of the way. The developers and everybody working for Ubisoft to make games in those divisions want to make the best games that they bloody can, because they love making games. That's why they're doing it. But higher up in the company a little bit, they are a company, and they're going to think like a company. They're going to think, what's trendy? What's making money? What can we do to capitalise on this? It's just how they work. And you can't exactly fault that, but at the same time, you can fault the results, such as Assassin's Creed Odyssey might be. I guess Watch Dogs 2 can't be, can it? Because that's a dumb move that I don't think I've seen any developer company make. I had a run-in with James on one of his streams. He got annoyed with me. Did you say something annoying? That's my question. And if so, then I'm not surprised. Chad is better than Desmond. What, as a random bloke's name? Oh look, the Simpsons Hillsborough disaster special is on television. God, this chat is really annoying when Ethan's actually trying to have a mature conversation. You know, when people are being toxic in my chat, it's annoying anyway. You've just got to learn to not read those comments and read the actual intelligible ones. If they don't do something good with Watch Dogs 3, then fuck them. I'd be surprised that they even tried to make a Watch Dogs 3. Like, I mean, they could do. They could make it Watch Dogs 3. They could run... but at the same time, Watch Dogs 1 was good, it was sure, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking. And Watch Dogs 2 is dog shit. So, you know, they don't exactly have the best foundations to make a franchise from Watch Dogs anymore. So Watch Dogs 3 might never happen. Just a concern. I reckon it will, eventually. But I don't think they're going to do it for a while. And when it does come, I reckon it will be probably quite good. But you never know. Big Dave can't shave because you know how Fishy's dad is hard as nails. Will give him a Saturday morning beatdown. Yeah, on a Sunday. Is it Sunday? Yes, it is. I went to a weapons seminar yesterday across Manchester, and for some reason I got nunchucks. Where are those nunchucks? I'm gonna find them. I'll be back with some nunchucks. I am back and I have nunchucks. So yeah, I have no idea why. Obviously because I paid for them, but yeah, just simple as that. Some wooden nunchucks there. Time to beat the shit out of people. Yeah, I just burped. Watch Dogs 3 was Marcus killing himself. At the beginning, it's just Marcus Holloway offing himself. You know what? I would buy that. Fishy must surpass James and Jawraptor. I mean, I reckon I can surpass James, do him in dirty, and you know, get endlessly mocked for existing after that. But Jawraptor, I reckon he's got growth sort of figured out. There's nothing stopping his channel from reaching the heavens, really, is there? Because he can just go on to cover whatever game people are talking about and get consistent views, or views high enough to the point where consistency doesn't matter. Someone help me, how do I get Fishy's attention? Just like that. No, in fact, not like that. I don't want that to be filled in my chat. Just type something in the chat and I might read it. There's no real confirmation. I bet you pulled a lot. Remember when you were nearly bald? Yeah, there were benefits to that, and I actually kind of missed that. It's really fucking warm, and that would be helpful. What are you studying? Nothing at the moment. I'm done with education. Hey, how are you? I'm doing alright, Andy. How you doing? Fishy's better than Georaptor. I mean, I don't care if I am or if I'm not. I can respect what Georaptor makes content-wise. Hopefully, he can respect my content as well. And if that's the case, then there's no need to have a measuring contest, is there really? Because we're both respectable in our own ways, I'm sure. What do you do at college? Nothing. I'm not at college anymore. I did history. I did history at college. Now I'm done. Can you unban me from the Discord? Didn't realise you were banned. That honestly. So do you live in Manchester? I live in Greater Manchester. I'm not going to tell you where. Do you have a PlayStation 2? Watch Dogs 3 takes place in London as a new melee and nunchucks. I don't think anybody's going to be fighting with nunchucks in the middle of London. Like, even though I have nunchucks and a bit of know-how in how to use them properly, I don't think they'd be particularly my weapon of choice if I was to mug some geezer in London either. Like, you're not going to be walking around Bolton, for example, which is near me in the northwest here in Manchester. You're not going to be getting about in Bolton, for example, and out of nowhere, some geezer comes at you with nunchucks. You're not going to get attacked by a ninja in Bolton, are you? Same thing goes for London. You're not going to get attacked by a ninja. Why is game free so often? You're asking me, I don't know. I've been literally trying to diagnose that issue. It just does. It just chooses to. Like, for some reason, it's nothing to do with performance. It's nothing to do with the... It's not even to do with the fact that I'm streaming, because nothing is particularly being used up. Like, nothing's encumbered, and it just is. I'll tell you to get the issue vault and look, Crete is marked on it. Oh. I guess we'll have a look then. The issue vault. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Where is Giza? No. Where is the Great Sphinx? At least James has humour. Shots fired. Yeah, but then again, I clearly have humour, so... Have you played Assassin's Creed on PlayStation Portable? What? Assassin's Creed Bloodlines? Yeah. Yeah, I think. Do you have a girlfriend, Fishy? I'll make videos on Assassin's Creed. What do you think? Fishy did history in college and plays Assassin's Creed, streams it, which is based on history. 10 out of 10. Fun fact, Assassin's Creed 1 was what made me so interested in history. Are you on an original save or New Game Plus? New Game Plus.
A hidden entrance. How long has this been here?
Found another one. How exciting. Views make shit money. Shout out. Sick. I'll take that as a yes. I'm here to see if there's a vault mark in Crete. In this here gaffitude.
Ah, a dead end.
Through here.
Makes sense. Oh, there must
Well,
be
then fall in a hole, why don't you? Where am I going? I can't see anything. I've lost track of which way is the right way now. Or this way is, clearly, because I don't remember this part. Yeah, we found it, boys.
What is this?
Alright, here we go. Have a look. Sphinx. It means in C word, not the Sphinx. He said the Isu Vault. This is the vault. Oh, no, those are just the maps, aren't they? Right, okay. Yeah, we're off to Siwa then.
Next time, be a bit more specific.
No, it's in the House of Life, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not the House of Life at all. In fact, it is. I think. No, it might actually be in... Is it under the temple or is it under the House of Life? Can't even remember that. No, it is under the temple. I remembered. Fishy, you know the protagonist you are in the future sequences in Black Flag are a dead set hacker and the assassins hired you. Not quite. DedSec have fuck all to do with it. You were coerced into hacking. It doesn't look like you're from Manchester. That's because I'm not. I just live in Manchester. There's a difference. Obviously because I live in Manchester, you might assume that I might be saying that I'm from Manchester, but actually I'm from the southwest originally. But I have lived in Manchester for the past 10 years, I'd say. In fact, yeah, that's right. Is it? 9, maybe. I don't know. I've lived in Manchester for a long time. Well, Greater Manchester, because I don't actually live in the city itself. Begins to play Assassin's Creed and chooses Alexios' agenda of the players. They just assume my gender. I hope you realise that that joke isn't funny. Fishy, what's for dinner tomorrow, mate? Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. Cyanide. Cyanide is for dinner. I made a good judgment call in remembering this way. This man having a piss down here. Disrespecting them gods and shit. What you doing? Fucking hell, prick. Yeah. Bet you are dead as well. Right. I'm going through here in a Bismabob. If the... We can now go back into here, can't we? I don't think we could do that at first. Right, let's see where the things are marked. I'm going around to Greece. Greece is... In fact, what does it matter? I can use the photo mode to find it. Mediterranean. That's Italy. This is Greece. And that is Crete. Or at least that's what we assume it is. We'll assume it's Crete. There seems to be something in London there. That's obviously where the shroud was. Right, let's get this screenshot. Do you like fish fingers and custard? Jesus Christ, me. Man's gonna get killed. Right. If they saw him in the Ezio game, would you be hyped? Quite the opposite, to be honest. I wouldn't be happy about it. Like, I am of the mind that Ezio's dead. His character's done. We don't need to ever go back to him. You can address him a little bit with a side story in a comic, say, but it can't be anything super major because Ezio's story is complete. There's no need to mess with that. Will you buy more memes? What do you mean buy more memes? Also, for those who fancy sponsoring, which we actually have no sponsors at the moment, there's now like a rank system to it. So if you sponsor, after you've sponsored for like 2 months, I believe you get a different coloured sponsor icon. That just keeps going up for like 2 years. Like, it just keeps the sponsor icon colour changes. It's pretty cool. I set it that way. It's pretty sick. Tacos or tortillas? I choose tortillas. Please respond. I gotta go. I like English words. I don't speak American. I miss Ezio. I mean, I miss Ezio because I miss consistent quality characters. So Ezio, Altair, Edward, Bayek as well. Bayek's quality, but consistent. It's a consistent quality character in an inconsistent era for Assassin's Creed. Those are all great characters. I miss them. I know we're not going to have any of those, and I feel as if Odyssey won't give us any of those. I'm worried about that. If you had to be related to an assassin, what assassin would it be? Gareth from Stevenage. Kind of sequel happening, bet. Fizhy, did you visit all the Ubisoft vaults in Egypt? There are 7 of them. Yeah, fuck no. I was never interested in that. All I know is that from them we've learned that Layla is a cool boy. Layla's animus effect can alter the simulation a little bit. We know that much. Assassin's Creed cats because why not? Oh dear, I saw that video. Back when Unity was being hyped up, that was pretty sick. I would sponsor, but I'm poor af. It's all good. Your nemesis has arrived. I have a lot of those. None of them are you, unfortunately. We can drop this joke. Layla is a trap! Fizhy, what 2 Ubisoft games do you want to have a crossover with? Remember to subscribe if you're new. Hit your nan and the gym. Who let the dogs out? Your nan. I'm offended by that, Andy. Fizhy, do you listen to Five Finger Death Punch? What? I learned so much about Altair that another game with him would be pointless. The same with Ezio. Because why not? €2.29. Cheers. Is it Racer? Racer Beamstream or Raza Beamstream? I appreciate it. I'm gonna nick this camel. No, I want the camel. The camel is taller and sexier. Let's go. In a bit, dickheads. Right, I've nicked your camel. Fuck you, guards. I can't come up with a good name, so this will have to do. Layla is a random nobody. I feel as if that's half the point. Hey Fizhy, I love AC Odyssey. Good for you. The game's not even out yet. You like first-person shooter games? Sure. I mean, not really too much, to be honest. I mean, they're fine. They're fun. But I'm not particularly into them, like avidly, if you will. Don't play very many. I think that the EU will return in Parliament in September. Cool. So which character do you like the most from the current generation after Black Flag? Mine is Arno. Bayek. My nan's 12, Fizhy is yours. Despite if a bad game was released in between. Brilliant. You like Kingsman? What? You mean the films? Or something else? Because the films are pretty fucking tongue-in-cheek, but amazing. Ever play mobile game? No, I have a life. I hope. PlayStation 3 or your dad on crack? I don't have a PlayStation 3, I have a PlayStation 4. One of these vaults is next to the tomb of the guy who created the Order of Ancients. Semelcha III or something like that. Cool. Japan would be an interesting location for the next Assassin's Creed because imagine ninjas were invented by the assassins. I feel as if ninjas weren't invented by the assassins, but there's definitely an Assassin's Creed story they could tell there. So, you know what, why not? Hold on a sec. Oh, these need to go up there. I was after this towel to de-sweat myself. Because sitting in here is a fucking warm... It's a hard sitting. Wow. I think I'm okay with the game as a service. I just hope they do it right. Mobile games aren't human. Who honestly cares about the Shroud? Nobody yet. Hey Fishy, do you prefer Assassin's Creed 2 Remastered or Despacito 69? You have done me well. Fishy, Connor is the best character. Sure. Is that an alcoholic beverage you just dropped, Fishy? No. Yes. No, I wouldn't put an alcoholic beverage on my bed, would I? Has a witch person been attacked by ghosts lately? Probably. Fucking hell. I want to see more of the observatory. No, I think it served its purpose. I used to have a job at a calendar factory. I got the sack because I took a couple of days off. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm not very fond of spy movies, but Kingsman is pretty good. Well, you have to look at it as more of an entertaining sort of film. Because it's meant to be really tongue-in-cheek, and it's meant to be a piss take of, like, spy films as opposed to an actual spy film. It's really self-aware, if you think about it. Like, for a different reason entirely, you can't exactly take John Wick seriously, because it's so fucking tongue-in-cheek with its violence that that's all the film is. And it's fucking amazing, because that's what it is. It's not mocking the action, per se. But it's very aware of the action. Hey Fisher, do you think Assassin's Creed is the worst Assassin's Creed? I think Syndicate is, personally, as far as the AAAs are concerned. But overall, it's nowhere near. I reckon it's between Liberation and Chronicles Russia. I'm thinking about removing my spine. I feel like it's only holding me back. I believe it is. Do you smoke weed? No. Where are you even bloody going? I don't know. I'm just talking to the chat, having a good time. Not even on my controller. Who else agrees that Long-Eared Fox is a literal copy of Fishy? What the fuck do you mean? Hi there, how you doing? I finally made it recently. I work whenever you stream. Thanks for that's a word I'm not familiar with. Recommending Horizon. Just installing it now. Alright, cheers for the €5 super chat. Anushka, I appreciate it. Between Connor and Jacob, who would you kill? Both of them. I'd line them up and kill them with the same strike so that I don't have to choose between them. Bye, Fishy mate. See you tomorrow if you stream. Might do, might not. Long-eared fox is a wannabe clean prince. There's nothing wrong with looking up to another YouTuber, because if they make content that's inspiring you to make content that you like, then sure. And George is, I mean, there's a lot of things about him that's similar to that other video essay guy, but there's not very much variation with video essays, is there? I guess you could structure it differently, but I mean, if George wants to do things the way he's doing things, then power to him. Can only support him. Technically, Fishy is a copy of Lasers and Long-Eared Fox, but I'm not though. I make my own content, the content I want to make. I don't check the content that James and George make. And similarities are just by circumstance as opposed to by intention, so I'm not a copy at all. Does anyone who you are in Black Flag? Worst game has to be Assassin's Creed Discovery. Nah, not Discovery. Liberation HD. I want Long-Eared Fox to stream Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I think you'll have a hard time getting him to stream Assassin's Creed 2, let alone Syndicate. Does Odyssey look unrealistic to you? Origins looked unrealistic to me. Why did you get the name Fishy? Just did. You like Camel Tut? Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly, no. As we all know, Ubisoft links all their games in when the events of the Division occur in Assassin's Creed. They don't. It's a different universe. That linked universe theory was never confirmed, it was only a theory. An incorrect theory, apparently. The title is legit called Warning, painfully bad humour follows. Who the fuck do you play as in Black Flag? In the modern day, you mean? We don't know. Random Ubisoft employee, that's a twist. A random Abstergo employee who's been coerced by John from IT. The Sage. But through this, well, through John the IT, no, it's through John from IT, John Standish, by the assassins basically to hack and give them details. That's what's going on there. It doesn't mean you're anybody else. The game isn't even dead. What shield do you have equipped? Have a look, shall we? Shield of Aru. Anyone can sound clever and important with a bit of wordplay. That's true. Except not everybody can read, so might be a bit harder. I'd love to meet who you play as. You know we might have done, we just would never know it. Long Fox's channel didn't just die, it was disemboweled. Or dismembered. Okay. Love the Assassin's Creed streams, but not looking forward to Odyssey, to be honest. I mean, I'm not necessarily looking forward to it. I'm just a bit neutral on it this time around. Why is Fizhy speech ahead of his camera? I don't know. Is there a bit of delay? If there is, I can't really help it. Is it weird that Revelations is my favourite Assassin's Creed? No, not at all. It's a really good game. My theory is that the modern day protagonist of Black Flag and Rogue are the same, and Unity and Syndicate as well. But we know that they're not the same, though that's been confirmed that they're not the same guy. Also, you can tell that they're not the same person because they're at different workstations on the same floor. So if you go over to the workstation of the other Abstergo employee from Black Flag in Rogue, in theory, that guy is the Black Flag protagonist in the modern day. But that's just a theory. There's no a slight delay. Refresh page, it fixes it. You have the Mayan armor in Black Flag. Your Who is the Father Understanding video seems like a similar video made by Lasers. You have a different outcome. Ignore the autocorrect. I don't think James made a video on it. I know that Tyler did, but James didn't, as far as I'm aware. And if he did, then fair enough. But even if it is similar, like we said, we have different opinions on it all. It's all good. Two people are different. Assassin's Creed based in ancient China or Japan, that would be amazing. Maybe, you never know. The guy from Black Flag died before Unity as far as I remember. What do you mean the guy from Black Flag died before Unity? He died? How did that happen? Especially, do you watch Love Island, lol? No. What's your favourite meme if you like memes? Are you on about Olivia Garneau, or are you on about the protagonist, Andy? Assassin's Creed Origins, pff, please make more like Batman Arkham Origins. You look like you do. What? Can you find me spoon? Why would I look for your spoon? Whereabouts are we in the world anyway? We're about here, boys. We've travelled all the way over from Siwa. We're going to go all as far as we can. Do you think Leonidas was a sage in Assassin's Creed universe? He wasn't. I can guarantee you that he wasn't. In fact, I'm not even going to guarantee it, because he might as well fucking be. Bye, Fish. You got to watch hentai. All right, enjoy. Wow, I'm so glad that you felt like sharing. Do you watch anime? No, not really. Love Island is a pile of shit. You're telling me. I couldn't care less about Love Island. Like, I just can't stand it. I have a Bayek statue. Olivier. The first person protagonist. Where do you get the notion that that guy died? Because as far as I'm aware, they just faded into obscurity. If you find my spoon, I'll give you another spoon. What's the point then? Just use the other spoon. Olivia was shot by Aiden in Chicago. In Assassin's Creed lore. In Watch Dogs lore, however, Aiden actually only knocked him out with the tactical baton. You couldn't shoot him. It's weird. Spaghetti Head. What's your favourite place in Assassin's Creed Origins? This place over there. I'm going to go get a drink. Want one? Next time you have to try to say my name. Although you did good. Alright. I mean, it would have been a bit wrong if I didn't try. Because you did literally donate. You plan on streaming any online game with others? Depends on who's up for it. Would you buy a Geralt statue? Sure. But I don't have anywhere for it, so what's the point? It's a very special spoon I lost. Unless it's gold plated and covered in pictures of you. I don't care. Are you proud of England for making it this far? I honestly am. I'm honestly really pleased that England have made it to the semi-finals of a World Cup. All they have to do is beat Croatia and then they're in the final. And then all they've got to do is beat Belgium or France. Which would be great fun. Alphabet spaghetti. Lucy works with Assassins or Templars. Is she a double agent? She's a Templar double agent, you could say. England's coming home, but Odyssey isn't. Alright, fair enough. Destroy a statue. Isn't the different road the same as Assassin's Creed 4? No. They're different protagonists. Did you block me? No, hopefully that answers your question. I was trying about on Twitter, and then honestly I couldn't tell you. Where did you get that shirt? I want it. I can't remember. I only got it recently, to be fair. I just can't remember where I specifically got it. What do you consider Rogue a side game? Nah, I think it's more of a main title, to be fair. It's AAA, and it covers sort of like a little bit of... It sort of leads into Unity a bit, if you will. Like, it ties into it. So, you know, it's got a bit of point to it. We're going to get bum-fucked at the end, and suicide rate's going to go through the roof. Probably. Who wants Big Dave hoodies? Me, sir! I'll have a Big Dave hoodie any day of the week. Give me a hoodie that says, "All hail Big Dave," and I might actually kill myself. Big Dave merch. There is merch. There's a link in the description to a page filled with merch, including a t-shirt that says "All hail Big Dave." Can I have a shout out? I don't know, Salatish. Wait, can you? Would you go to Man vs. Wild with Bear Grylls? No. Belgium will win the World Cup. If they do, it'll be well fucking earned, because the Belgian team is really good. Obviously, I hope for an England win, but Belgium. If it was a final, say England-Belgium, and Belgium came out on top, I'm sure that they'd play well to get there, because they're a good side. Who's buying me merch? Buy it yourself, Joe. Fizhy, how do you feel about the new AC games being less realistic? It's a bit odd, really. Sort of breaks the suspense of disbelief. Jesus, I've been detected. Why have I been detected? I'm on my camel, getting up. Not even my camel. Why am I on this shit thing? Right. Get off. My man's coming to get me. Yes, sir. Goodbye. In a bit. It's coming home. Indeed, I hope it is. Do you have any hopes of the Bike sequel? I can buy it myself. I really like it. Hey Fisher, do you watch Meme Review? Is that a thing? Is that an actual fucking thing? Does that need to exist? Will you get a Nintendo Switch? I don't think so. I'm not really into Nintendo games. Or Nintendo, or their consoles either, for that matter. Why don't Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Odyssey make a spin-off and remove Layla Modern Day and just first Civ? Well, make Assassin's Creed Odyssey a spin-off even. That'll, I don't know, because it's not a spin-off maybe. Maybe they want to tell a story there that's crucial to Assassin's Creed that we just don't know about yet. It's coming home, isn't it? Isn't it just? My dad is coming home. Oh wait, he ran away. Yeah. Meme review by PewDiePie. Oh yeah, fuck that. I just personally don't care about memes too much. I'll find a funny one, I'll laugh at it, and I'll pop it in a group chat with a bunch of mates, and that's about it. Or I'll send it to them individually in their sleep. If you get to choose where the next Assassin's Creed is going to take place, where would you want it to take place? Up my arse. No, I wouldn't. After Odyssey, might as well go to Japan, since they're not going to do a Bayek sequel, are they? Or Ancient Rome, that would be pretty cool. Is it me, or do I just think most of the nation is getting carried away? Yeah, honestly, I agree. The nation's getting carried away with the "it's coming home" thing, because it's just getting a bit cocky. As much as I, you know, I can appreciate the zeal and the mad motivation for winning and all that it's giving the players and all that stuff. But we're just gonna get disappointed in the end if we get our hopes up. But at the same time, it's the only way that we could possibly win. But you never know. Can you tell me the truth? Did my dad run away, or are you my dad? Both. Do you know of TGF, bro? They're really popular. Can't say that I do. Spoon, please. Did you hear about the IKEA in London? Yeah, a bunch of England fans ransacked an IKEA in London. You see, I get that we beat Sweden, that we're all happy about it, but that by no means means let's go to a Swedish company's shop in the middle of London and ransack the place. In fact, all that's going to do is cause inconveniences for the English employees at IKEA in London, and suddenly England's just fucked themselves a little bit there. There's just English people fucking over other English people, thinking that it somehow is a statement against Sweden. Sweden don't give a shit. They're like, sure, keep going. But, you know. Do you think they'll ever make more content with the bike? Nope. So, Fishy, do you watch Leeway? Nope. Is that Giuliano de Medici? Nope. Yeah, Fishy ran away and he's my dad. Best day of my life. Or worse, depends on how you look at it. Yo, what's up, Fishy? The ceiling. You're welcome. You like furries? My brother's a furry, and I want to kill him. He is a disappointment among men. Now, literally, me and a mate, he was out and we went snooping. The things that we found on his computer, the things that we found on that fucking computer, they're gonna stay with me for the rest of my life. Well, and pissing the bottles around his room. Fucking hell. Swedes are gay. Indeed, they are. Wait, what? She is a dad, that's a first. No, it's a third. With all these games turned to battle royales, where the fuck is Assassin's Creed Fortnite? I don't know about you, but I'm still waiting for the Sims battle royale, because that'll be pretty cool. Fishy, I have a big question. Go on, Ozzy, tell me what it is. So it's Lorenzo. Fizzy's daddy. Can we sign Sabizi up for furry dating? I was trying to sign my brother up for that, and he was already signed up. Is this Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Yeah. No, it's not. I can't imagine how crazy England would be if they win. Oh, God, no. You know, if there's one thing that I don't want to come out of this World Cup, it's more English hooligans, because there are so many. Do you like or hate PewDiePie? I don't give a shit, really. Indifference. It's a virtue when it comes to things that you don't know anything about. Like, I don't watch PewDiePie, so I'm indifferent. What do you think about the Spear of Leonidas, however they say it in the game? Pretty sick. I don't know where it came from, but sure. Just Dance Battle Royale. Dance it until you fall over. Yeah. Last persons to still be stood up has Victory Royale. But you might turn after the Panama game. A load of drunk England fans blocked the road and climbed on top of a bus. Yeah, that is exactly what the entire country is going to be like if we win. which is kind of why. This is kind of why it would be funny if we get to the final and then lose, because then we still have like a second place, don't we? And that's something. But we don't have England going mental. Both Belgium or France are better than England. I mean, depends. They both have the potential to beat England, but England is a good side this year. They are a really good side. I don't think you can say that this side's specifically better. Belgium is a great side. But you got to remember, when Belgium played England in the group stages, Gareth Southgate was experimenting with the B team a bit, so... And the fact that then they won 1-0 shows that, you know, there's still a bit of resilience even still. Do you prefer Xbox, PlayStation 4 or PC? For the most part, kind of PC. Thing is, though, France and Belgium are playing each other in the semis, so they're not going to get... So then they're not both going to go through to the final. But the ball is coming home. Harry Kane is a beast. Indeed. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be the best thing in my life, indeed. Planning on playing streaming but Detroit. Belgium also used its B team. And it was still tight. Well, actually, did they? In fact, yeah, you're right. It was still quite tight, though. To be fair. But £1 million that it doesn't come home. Probably a safe bet, to be fair. Considering that... So who do you reckon's going to go through out of France and Belgium then? I'd say France are looking strong this year. They could go to the final easy. But I reckon Belgium could pull it out, you know. I hope Southgate puts Loftus-Cheek on in the next game. I love that name. Loftus-Cheek. Is this heat fucking you up too? A little bit. FIFA Battle Royale, where are you going? Just use a skull masked soldier as a profile picture. No, that's me with a face mask, some swimming goggles and a hood. I'm in the cotton swab. I call it Connor swab. Oh god. Oh dear. Can you be lesbian? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, please. My money's on France. Fishy, where's El Spargo? I haven't made an Oblivion stream in a month. I need to do that. Will Odyssey have Battle Royale? I don't care. Maybe. No, it won't. Doesn't make sense that it will. So it won't. My money's on France. Alright, fair game, that. I mean, out of England and Croatia, who do you reckon's going to win there? I have the slightest feeling that England have good chances there, but Croatia are not a side you want to be writing off anytime soon, as the Russians found out. So, what are your PC specs? Higher than you'd think. They're on my About page. My profile picture is for the ones who came before. Yeah, I can tell. Who says man of the match against Sweden? Jordan Pickford. Probably. Made some good saves. Some really good fucking saves. England wins 1-0. Narrow win. Yeah, I reckon you've got... I reckon it'll be narrow, whatever it is. And then when it comes to the final, I reckon it'll be a 0-0 final until extra time. Or something like that. Because that seems to be the trend of finals these days. 0-0 until extra time. But we'll see. Clifford the Big Red Dog Battle Royale. That's the best one I've read yet. Do you like my profile picture? I can't really see it from... It's quite small on my screen, so I really can't see it. Do you... Fishy, you do Elder Scrolls streams? I do. Yeah, a little bit, I guess. I do some Skyrim streams. I do some Oblivion streams. Not as many people show up for those because they don't know that they're there. But you get notified for them just the same as you do for this. It's just a lot of people don't want to show up to them because it's not Assassin's Creed. And fair enough. Fair enough, you know. But it would be cool to get loads of people in there as well. Because then I can do them more often. I'm thinking penalties as well. Nah, not in a final. Extra time it'll go to. I think, like, penalties. I feel as if, yeah, they could do, but at the same time, in a final, that'll completely take the suspense of the game out of it, and it will just be suspense from penalties. And I don't know, but you never know. It could be penalties, and if so, that would be pretty cool. Just be a bit. I don't think that'll be as tense as being thick into extra time. The fear of penalties is coming on, and then, you know, you get someone scoring, like with Iniesta in 2010, and whoever that German dude was in 2014. My Little Pong Battle Royale. Alright, it's pronounced football. Football. I mean, football. We'd like to see Neymar rolling off the pyramids of Giza. Honestly, yeah. Fuzzball is the devil. Yes, true that. See that, man? Yeah, you can climb that shit. Soccer or football? Football, because I'm from the UK. Also, I have the logic of football, because you play it with your feet. Mario Gossi. Is it Mario Gots? Is it Gots? I don't know why I tried to make a sophisticated pronunciation there. It didn't go very well. He's shit now. Well, everybody goes off form. Neymar, Ronaldo and Messi are all gone. I have to wait another 4 years. For Ronaldo and Messi, I think that the chances are up. Yeah, I mean, Ronaldo's 33, isn't he? And Messi's not far behind him. I reckon Ronaldo. I don't think either one of them is going to be retired in 4 years' time. I reckon they'll be retired internationally because they'll be going down in form, and Ronaldo will be thinking about hanging up his boots. But yeah, he'll probably still be about. But the chances are probably gone now. Why did you choose a skull-masked soldier as your profile picture, and did you make it? It's not a skull-masked soldier, it's me with a mask that goes up to there, some swimming goggles, and a hood. How many times have you played Origin Story? Twice. I think, oh, well, yeah, twice is right. But just talking bollocks, not just about Assassin's Creed anymore. Yeah. We were talking about Assassin's Creed, now we're just not. Do you mind, guys? I'm getting off. You can fuck yourselves. Right, I guess I do have to sort of scrap them out and sort them, don't I?
Clear up, hurry. Time to die. Nothing gets through. Clear the way. Leave it to me, hurry. Nothing gets through.
So many guards on horseback. That was... time to get off. Excuse me. Mine's also says that Shrek 5 will have Battle Royale. Alright, cool. 30 years of hurt never stopped me dreaming. Don't kid yourself, you weren't born 30 years ago. What Premier League side do you support, and do you support any other clubs outside the Premier League, like League 1 or League 2? I don't really support any Premier League sides. I support Exeter City in League 2. I'm generally get pissed off at people who call football soccer. So do I. I don't understand the logic of football in America being a game you play with your hands. Football. Football. And in football, it's against the rules to use your hands unless you're a goalkeeper. It's called football because you use your feet. Soccer, what, do you use your socks? How long have you been a martial arts practitioner, and do you practice taekwondo? No, I don't practice taekwondo. I started Tang Sudo in 2016. In that time I did take a little break, got back into it, and I'm still doing that. So I do Tang Sudo. It's similar to Taekwondo, but it's a bit less shit. And, well, it's a bit less bullshit, shall I say. Well, it's a bit less of a sport and more of a self-defense martial art. But it's similar because Tang Sudo takes from Taekwondo, Karate, and things like that. And I also do jiu-jitsu, which is a recent thing for me, and I really enjoy it. Smoking a fat spliff, watching this lumfow. More like soccer. Honestly, I wouldn't mind, but blah blah. Fight me, faggot. Right, cool. In Australia and New Zealand, they call rugby football as well. Why? Well, I mean, American football is not rugby. It's a bit different to that. It's not... And... Like, it's not quite rugby. Rugby is rugby, you know? That's undisputed anywhere, really. In English, the English actually call it soccer. It comes from association football. Nah, but it's actually football, though, because it's football. Can anybody explain why the guards attack you without attacking them or in entering a restricted area? Because you're armed to your teeth. And also, back then, if they suspected you of wrongdoing, by looking at you, they could arrest you. As it was with many a man. Many historical things. So, yeah. Fairness in law enforcement is kind of not a thing in history in certain places. Any Americans in the chat? There probably are. Original Taekwondo is good. The what the fuck version in the Olympics isn't practical at all. Yeah, exactly. Sporting Taekwondo is kind of a bit bullshit, innit? Yeah, but nah, it's similar. It's similar to Taekwondo in the sense that it's still what I do is still a Korean martial art. So Tang Sudo. So there's a lot of similarities there, but it is a bit different. It's a lot lesser known, and I feel as if that's something that I like about it. Because if it's lesser known, then people who practice, say, Taekwondo and things won't immediately think, "Oh, this guy knows a little bit about something. Gonna go like this," you know? It's a bit different. If anyone told me that it's not football and it's soccer, I'd be really tempted to smack them. Not quite. I wouldn't quite smack them, but I'd say, yeah, nah. Football. Anyone here follows cricket? Not really. Seems like the most boring game of my life. If I watched cricket, I would actually have to commit suicide. Anyone watch UFC 226? Nah. Sean Danger Hastings. I'm playing Assassin's Creed 3. Does anyone have any tips for naval critical strikes? Upgrade your ship and just hope for the best. Now, what the fuck? What the fuck? Not what the fuck. ITF original Taekwondo uses hands as well as kicks. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I just don't like the fact that Taekwondo's all sporty. Like, what do you mean there are rules to this? In a self-defense martial art, it's defend yourself. Thank you for booting on the stream. I'm having fun. Cool stuff. Shows how little I know about the sporting side of martial arts, because I just am not interested in martial arts as a sport. Like, I live down the road from Bolton. If I wanted to see two people go at it, I'd just go up the road. Cricket is somehow the world's second most popular sport. How the fuck? It's also the first most boring. Fishy, answer my question. I can't see your question. Why you're Nick Fishy? You like Star Wars? Yeah, I've got a poster there and there. You can't see them on the screen, but they're there, I promise. I'm back, bitch. I played Assassin's Creed Syndicate for 10 hours straight. I'd prefer watching cricket. To Syndicate for 10 hours straight? Yeah, of course. Part that shows later Hassan in Odyssey trailer looks like late game because I can see some first Civ technology thoughts. I thought they were screens.
Move! Do it!
I played 10 hours of Syndicate and had a mental breakdown into the first 3. Then why the fuck did he continue for 7 more hours? Cricket, what a dumb name for a sport. It's not got a dumb name at all. It's just boring. Even bowls is better than cricket. Yeah, to be fair, bowls is. Especially, I'll repost it. Okay, sure. I'm on to that. Please never watch deathmatch wrestling. Oh dear. Do you think the Odyssey will progress the story from Gaga, I love you, and alright, enjoy Andy. Do you think Odyssey will progress the story from where it left off at all? If so, do you think that it'll progress in a big way? That's my question. In a big way, no, but I reckon it will progress Layla's story as we know it. It's going to have Layla in it, so it might progress Layla's story a bit, but not huge. I'd rather play 10 hours of Syndicate than watch half an hour of cricket. You know what, same. In fact, no, I reckon I could suffer through half an hour of cricket to avoid 10 hours of Syndicate. If those things weren't... Yeah, if those things were mutually exclusive at all. Late nights in Australia here. Thanks for answering me, Fishy. I had fun. Alright, enjoy. What do you think of WWE? It's dancing, basically. It's shit dancing, because it's choreographed. Not entertaining, because everything that's going to go on is already written out. My dad loves to watch golf, and I don't know how he can bear it. Yeah, golf's also very boring. More interesting than cricket, though. Like, I've always... Like, golf, cricket, pool, games like that, you can play them, you just can't watch them. Do you like fighting games? Obviously, I'm playing Assassin's Creed. Or in about sports. Barbed wire and shit. They didn't complete Syndicate modern day with just Ubisoft and Rebecca. I'm fine playing 10 hours of Syndicate. Alright, cool. Should I get Assassin's Creed Origins Season Pass? Is it worth it? No. Well, maybe, actually. Depends on what you're after. If you're after the extra gear packs and the DLCs, then sure. If you just want the DLCs, just get the DLCs. But all the DLC content is not encompassed in the Season Pass. Just the major expansions and 2 gear packs. Does Syndicate even have 10 hours of content? Good question. What suit are you playing as? This is the hidden one outfit.
Out of my way.
How come we haven't completed the camps? Because I just don't care to, and this is New Game Plus. Is night in New Zealand. In Japanese deathmatch wrestling, someone dies, literally. Yeah, it is called deathmatch wrestling, so I figured that out. I might actually have to watch that now, so because that actually sounds interesting. Put a bit of danger in it. No, I don't condone unnecessary violence. I'd rather watch boxing than WWE. To be honest, same. I'm not into boxing either.
Get out of the way.
What's the deal with Ethiocles showing up in Curse of the Pharaohs? It's just a cool encounter, isn't it? That's all there is to it. It's just a nice encounter. And also, I don't know.
The new Greek quarter is not just a handsome addition.
Just bought PES 2018 for €7.
Clear the way. What's wrong with you?
Sorry, I just saw something in this group chat. Right, okay. Animus magic, animus magic, animus magic, animus magic. The boys are free from the cave so far. Pez is dead now that they've lost the UEFA license. To be fair, that's a point. But at the same time, can EA do it with FIFA without using the same shitty commentary that they did in 2012? Please. Are you active in the Discord and the Four Pillars community when I want to be? I used to be more so active, but I've been really busy lately.
Clear off! Get out of my way! The Greeks have joined us in one.
What would you recommend? Fallout 4, We Happy Few, or The Witcher 3? Well, I've only played Fallout 4 and The Witcher 3, and I'd recommend The Witcher 3. Evening, lads and ladesses. Hello, father. Deathmatch wrestling is only legal in one US state, Delaware. Use the Animus control panel. Nah. Lads, is it coming home? You'd hope so. How is your PC holding up in these awful conditions? No idea. I think this is kind of evidence. It's relatively cool, actually. Yeah, to be fair, it is. Fallout 4 is a bit shit, to be honest. I agree. Do you think we ever can get back to its former glory? Assassin's Creed, even. I think Assassin's Creed can ever get back to its former glory. I don't think so. I think that ship has sailed, but we'll see. What time is it over there, Fishy? It is 20 to 9. Just gone. A bit ago. Well, more or less. It's a bit back. There's 20:42 on my phone, so you know, close enough to 9. About 18 minutes too. Who cares? Right. Okay. Cool. Football might be coming home. Goes. It's a star for Bants, guys. No. Fuck you. Alright, cheers. I'm just going to approve that. I want that message to show. Because that is a nice message. I want it to show both times you sent it. I want people to see how much of a nice boy you are. So here, you got your wish. You're getting shown. How many times do you send the same message, mate? I'm going to approve them all. There you go. Much appreciated. I love nice people. Nice people are nice. Obviously they came from a specific video in which they didn't like what I said. They come into the stream and just go fuck you over and over again. Not realising how much of a petty spastic they sound like. Or they come across as. But either way, props for trying. I can remember watching the last semi-final in 1990. Oh, aren't you fucking old? Oh, I apologise. You are my father, so I already knew that you were old. But yo, yeah, okay, cool. Baker Boy 05, you were nice, but my mum is a nice person. Also, do you think if the next game will be in Rome, would that revive the story? I don't think a setting is ever going to revive the story on its own, is it? Argentina, Portugal, Brazil and Spain are gone. Now we have Britain, France, Croatia, etc. We don't have Britain. Britain's not a national team. We have England, Wales and Scotland, and Northern Ireland is Northern Ireland. Yeah, they all have teams of their own. They're not in it. Best British YouTuber, Fizhy. I disagree on that one. I don't want that title. Whoever else has it can keep it. You seem to be a really down-to-earth guy. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. Croatia will win the World Cup. That'll be an interesting story, to be fair. I hope England win it. But all the teams that are in it now, they've all been working for it, haven't they, at this point? Croatia performed well against Russia. But you never know. Would you describe yourself as a full forward? What do you mean by that? That's my question. Assassin's Creed is my jog, isn't okay. England winners. I'd like England to win. But we're talking about England here, so you got to remember that as well. Assassin's Creed Empire 2019, Assassin's Creed Dynasty 2020. Never know. KSI or PewDiePie. Couldn't give a shit. Croatia will definitely win. Who do you support? What? In the World Cup? England, obviously. The golden age of Belgium. Belgium's got some good shit going for them this year. Where did you get the name Fizhy and why? That's a question I can't be bothered answering no matter how many times people ask it. KSI can't be the best British YouTuber. Ira Fies. No, you refuse. You don't refuse. You refuse. What a guy. Papa John's Pizza will have Battle Royale. Wyatt will roughhouse the kids of Cyrene, Crocodilopolis, Memphis, and Alexandria. Who'll win the Quidditch World Cup? Who cares? Holy shit, the time moves fast. It's already been a month since E3. Yeah, it's weird that. My birthday's in 4 days. I've not really... I've only begun to realise how close it's been getting for the past, like, week or so. But, wow. Some famous golfer was born here in Workshop Lee something. Cool. What club do you support? Exeter City. You'd never have heard of them if you were hoping for a Premier League answer, at least. But she looks like a Vardy a bit. You what? No. Hope not. I think somebody's actually said that before, so maybe. There are losers who are disliking this video. It pisses me off. Let them. If they want to dislike it, they can dislike it. That's their choice. And if they actually dislike it, then fair enough. So she's going to get some games for his birthday. You know what? I'd settle for a nice fucking piss up. Just loads of booze. I'd settle for loads and loads of fucking booze. That is all I need for my day of birth. Thought you supported Manchester United or City, lol. Nah. You see, everybody who supports Manchester United is a glory hunter, and everybody who supports Manchester City only supports Manchester City because they can't afford to support Manchester United. So, I'm neither of those. Fishy, are you thinking about ditching you to do IRL streaming on Twitch? No. Not at all. What's your favourite Halo game? Why mine's Halo 2. I like Halo 3. Like a lot. I love Halo 3. In fact, I get good feeling just thinking about 3. Wow. As far as the Premier League is concerned, Chelsea are pretty good, to be honest with you. I don't mind Chelsea at all. Support Bury. They've just been relegated down to League 2, so we'll be playing Exeter this season. Funny you should mention Bury. You're starting to say, well, now you're in Memphis. This is support the club in League 2. What are your opinions on Port Vale? I don't think about Port Vale. I barely pay attention to club football, to be honest with you. I just support Exeter City a bit. Especially I'm back, pal. Yeah, but somebody mentioned Bury FC before, and I don't know whether or not I should or should not disclose a fact. I think I'll give it a miss. Do you like the MCU like James? Not as avidly, but it's there. Are you going to get the big editions of Assassin's Creed? No. Do you play Metal Gear 5? But your cats are right, Peter. Fizhy watches Shrek porn twice a week without for 2 hours straight. Sure. Have you got Snapchat somewhere? Is Bike good man for the highball? Probably. Are you hyped for Halo Infinite? I sure am. I'm fucking not. Does it piss you off how ignorant Americans are and how I think London's are only... No, because that's more of a... That's the... Americans being ignorant to a lot of things that... Americans being ignorant to us is just as much a stereotype as American stereotypes of ours. But... There are plenty of Americans who are ignorant to us, but a lot of them really aren't at all. You never know. Honestly, Bury played so shit last season, it was literally syndicate as a football match. Yeah, I didn't... So do you live in Bury then? Or do you live in one of the surrounding areas like Ramsbottom, Rochdale, Radcliffe? Well, those just out of curiosity. Top 5 worst Ubisoft teams. I don't think that's a relevant question or a fair one either, to be fair. Because I don't think it's about the team. It's about the cards that they're dealt by the higher ups, and at the same time it's about what the conversion of what they're trying to do. It's not always as possible, and sometimes the result's just a bit whiff. At the highball in Loha. I want 3 things: Fishy, your towel, your mac and cheese, and your hairline. You can have my hairline if you want it. I'll just live bold, it'll be fine. I live in Radcliffe, cool. Not sure if I should be disclosing this, but I actually live in Bury, so I jumped the tram to Bury before. Cool. So many people around here. I'm not going to tell you my exact address, but I've just narrowed where I live down to 60,000 people. 80,000 actually. You're welcome. Jack Lancy, hi. Yeah, I live outside Bury. Literally, I'm on the way down to Ramsbottom. Cool. I have a feeling that if I did a meet-up in the centre of Bury, people might actually show. That's alarming. I'm never going to do a meet-up in Bury. Maybe at EGX or something. Can we meet? No. If you run in... Tell you what. If you run into me out and about, because it's not that big a place. It's pretty big. But if you run into me out and about, we can meet. Just say, oh, is that Fishy? I'll give you some details about me as well. I've got a funny walk and I'm about 5 feet and 11 inches tall. Right, the little kid's a siren. Indeed. Why is Alexios even a character? He's not even canon. That's a good question. I don't know. Do you ever skeet round Manchester? Not often, but I did hop on a tram to the middle of Manchester to meet Nick from the Creed when he was over to watch Manchester City versus Liverpool in the Champions League. You might get called a pedo. I'm 11, lol. Yeah, I think it's probably best that you don't run into me in the streets. I wouldn't want to host a meet-up with anybody, but if you run into me, just shout Fishy and I'll ignore you, and then you'll know it's me. And then you'll know that you've seen me about, and that'll be enough. Use cheat engine. I'd rather not. There's a lot of stutter, I know. I don't know what that's about. Just change the Witcher 3 poster to your profile picture. That's not a terrible idea. Except I don't know if I should do it. Big up the Wood Hay boys. The Wood Hay. Ooh. Doesn't Wood Hay have a like a school or something? I know that. Oh, is that a high school? Woodhay. I wonder if it is. Now I'm gonna get people standing outside your high school thinking Fishy's gonna show up. I don't attend school, so jokes on you, paedophiles in the community. Oh, it is a high school, right? Ah, yeah, I know where that is. Ish. Never been there, but I know where it is. How old are you? Ooh.
I am 303.
Do you know Derby High? Yeah, I do as well. It's one of the roughest schools in the area, from what I've heard. But I went to the shittest in the area, so you can figure out which one that was. Woodhay is a HS. Yeah, I figured as much. You're a bit. If you can guess which of the high schools in the area that I went to, I'll tell you yes. If not, I'll just go no. What do you think about Kosovo? Hey Fishy, I discovered your channel a couple of weeks ago and I've been loving your content. Keep up the good work. He looks 19. Close. I'm going there in September. Cool. What, Derby? Mate, that's a real bullet. You don't want to be going Derby. I've heard some things about Derby. You went Tottington. Nope. Close. Really close. Really warm. Really warm though. Broad Oak? Nope. $21? No. 20? No. That's not my age. Why am I making you guess my age? I'm 17. I'm turning 18 in 4 days. Manchester is a classic meme. Odyssey is nothing to discuss. Ubisoft is milk and Assassin's Creed. KFC or Mackey's. Indeed. Little Lever. No! That's in Bolton! Elton. There you go. Man figured it out. Top fives, top fives. What the fuck? What a shithole of a school that was, though. They demolished it. It's a shame. They rebuilt the place, but you know, holy shit. It's 11 PM for me, and some guys decided to use fireworks. Fishy, do you think it's fair to compare Assassin's Creed Origins to Blood and Wine? Yeah, a bit. So young, lol. That's surprising. You bitch, you young. Well, cool. Your thoughts on Albunga? Do you have a childhood? No. My sister went, Ellen. Why? How old's your sister? She's 21, right? Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd recognise her name. Probably would have bumped into her, because that only makes her 3-year groups above me. There was an Asian girls near you and need some love. Chat with them now. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go at 3 AM. Alright, off you trot. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Battle Royale DLC for God of War? Fuck that. Fuck that royally. East Manchester is really shit school, but it's funny to watch nerds get yeeted about by us big boys. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to go to East. Just a... Leah? Or Leia? Wouldn't know him. Do you prefer Elise from Unity, Evie from Syndicate, or Raya from Bio because of the main female character from the latest Assassin's Creed games? None of them, really. None of them are of any quality. Has BG Media picked you up yet? No. It's BG Media's Blackpool, isn't it? Fortnite is a pussy game. Do you know Jesus Christ? He's good. Yeah, he's a good guy. No, Jesus Christ. We go and punch people up every day. Nightwolf A. A indeed. Aloha from Hawaii. Keep up the good work. Cheers, A. Fizhy is an atheist. I can't pronounce what I am. Fucking hell. Atheist. Dark Souls is easy because I say so. Evie was thick though. Should I give up on school and watch you for every day of my life? You might find yourself homeless. But sure. BG Media should recruit you to what? Talk shit into a microphone. I'm good at that. Yes. Jennifer or Triss. Depends on how I'm feeling on the day. Broski. Yeah, I didn't realise I had so many viewers nearby to me, actually. Because if there's a few in the chat, then there's got to be a lot more about, isn't there?
Cover my back.
Top 5 actual comments videos. Do you know where Asda is near McDonald's? Are we on about the one in Pillsworth? Or are we on about the Asda in Bury? Or is there one in Radcliffe that I'm not aware of? Because I'm not well versed in Radcliffe itself. I don't go there very often. Yeah. Have you heard of the legendary Spa Shop in Walmsley? The place is made of dreams. I'll have to ask a friend of mine who lives in Walmsley. What region are you in? At the moment... oh, how the fuck did I get to Crocodilopolis? When did that happen? Eccles. Lol. What do you mean, Eccles? Especially as a dookie. It's really big near the canal. I'm afraid you'll have to be a bit more specific. In fact, I think I know what you mean. Actually, yes, I know what you mean. I don't know about the one that you go to pay in tram. The one that you go past in tram. Sorry, not pay, past. I don't use the tram very often. What's the shittiest meme you've ever seen? Oh, God. Couldn't tell you. Have you read the Witcher books? No. Do horde mode in arena. Nah, I'm good. I'm waiting outside your house with your cat. Give me the money for the RSPCA job and I'll give it back. Nah, I'm good. You can keep the cat. Will you be reacting to your old videos? No. Yennefer is better than Triss because she has a unicorn. My logic exactly. Do you know Bolton Road Park? Bolton Road. The rag is there was there's so many Bolton roads. Might pop to Ubisoft to make them Watch Dogs 3 set in Bury. It would be the most interesting. They're always developing something in Bury. It would be a very modern experience, wouldn't it? You're just walking around. There's about 3 Gregs in the town centre, and then there's the Rock, isn't there? Just go up to the arcade, have a good time. Do an impression of James and Tyler. Nah, I can't be bothered. It's near a primary school. If it's in Radcliffe, I wouldn't know it, because like I said, I'm not very versed in Radcliffe. My cousin thinks that all eagles are called Senus.
Work together. He's too much for me, by Zeus.
Southport, good or bad? Indifferent.
Get out of my way! Bummer.
Assassin's Creed Nottinghamshire. Pronounce herb like herb or herb. Depends on how quickly I want to say it. Oi oi Big Dave. Sticky Div, the man, the myth, the beast. My opinions on Dead Island. Not really a franchise I'm particularly interested in. Well, I think we should probably think about wrapping the stream up now. But we've had an interesting conversation. We were just talking about my local geography for the past half an hour, because people seem to be living near me these days. Pretty sick, that. If you ever see me about, you know what? Come say hello. Be like, hello, Fishy. I recognise you. And I'll be like, hello. And whatever happens after that, within reason, sure. Speaking of which, I'll be about town tomorrow. Apparently I'm meeting with friends and going bowling, so... That came out of nowhere. Robin Hood. Assassin's Creed Manchester, kill the wrong football fans. What primary did you go to if you're from Bury, Ethan? Elton. I went to Elton High and Elton Primary. So, as you can imagine... There you go. What do I win if I recognise you? A unicorn. Dressed as a salamander. I've got a school in Manchester. Yep. Extra points if you try to kill me after you see me about, to whoever manages first. Thanks for the stream. All good. At least I'm not giving out my outright address. That'll be quite funny. Like, oh, I've passed that 60 million times. Of course you have. But yeah, I think it is time we wrap this up a little bit. It's, as much as it is an interesting conversation to find out that people live nearby, I should do this. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I've literally been running around on the horseback, not even paying attention to the game for the past hour. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think in the comments. Why am I saying that here? It's a stream. Obviously, for the Odyssey discussion that we had in the first hour and a bit. Yeah. Who, me? Sure. You get Fishy AC merch. I've got Assassin's Creed merch, just not Fishy Assassin's Creed merch. You shagwag. Can have all your money from your next heist and then we rob the neighbour's house, sure. Lads for a small donation. But yeah, I'm going to get off now. Take care, everybody. Have a good time. If I get killed, I will give you his address. Yeah, just ask my dad for my address. He'll give it to you, because he's that kind of father. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon, and this is going to be an interesting future. All right, in a bit, boys. In a bit. Bye bye.